Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, today I am starting my journey with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, a show I know nothing about except it'll probably make me emotional. A lot of people were like, watch this, bring tissues. I don't know if that's happy, if that's sad, if it's heartbreaking, but I feel like my audience knows me best. This was picked in the Patreon poll for the anime show, and I'm nervous because I don't think I've watched an actual anime show. I mean, I know I haven't because there hasn't been one from Japan, which is a little daunting and a little intimidating, mostly because I am going to watch this dubbed rather than with the subtitles. I tried watching the show Shogun. I'm sure it's amazing, but it was just me reading the subtitles the whole time, not really reacting. So I don't want to put myself in that position again, especially with this type of animation. I've heard that it's really good, and I want to really enjoy that as much as I possibly can. So I will be watching it dubbed. I know that I'm going to miss inflections and the Japanese animators and the Japanese voiceovers 100% were made to be put together. But unfortunately, I can't watch it that way, and I don't think it makes a good reaction that way. So dubbed is the way we're going to go. But I have heard really good things about the dubbed version, and that it is, it might not have the same inflections that we get with the Japanese, but that it's really good with the storytelling, and I'm really excited to watch it. The other thing I'm nervous about is copyrights, because anime does not go easy on people for showing a lot of the content. So we're going to start by doing single episodes, and we're going to see how that goes. And then eventually maybe we might double them up per reaction. We'll do 2 episodes per reaction. But we're going to have to kind of just feel our way through it, see how it goes. Hopefully we have a lot of fun, and copyright ghouls leave me alone. Sure. Okay, guys, super excited to get into this, so let's go. Rated 13 plus. Okay. Just got one long strand of hair in the front. Oh, it's already starting out mysterious.
One last thing. Our rising young star is here as well. I'm placing him at your disposal.
Just to be clear, are you referring to...
I am. The Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward Elric.
The Colonel's never gonna let us out of here, is he?
We already bought our tickets for Lior, too.
Oh.
Does this mean we're not going?
I don't know.
Oh, is it a robot?
For now, let's just get this over with, okay?
Lead the way, brother.
Oh. Oh, okay, so... Okay, I'm trying to pay attention to this right here. Okay, so they're brothers. Fullmetal Alchemist. I don't know. Oh! Well, that took a crazy turn. Okay, that was really hard to follow. I'm sure in the future it'll begin to click what I was watching. Okay, so he's the freezing alchemist. What is that? That's awesome. I mean, he's killing people, so not awesome.
Water freezes, water boils. Either way, you're just as dead.
All right.
Save your breath. The laws of alchemy don't justify murder.
Ooh.
No transmutation circle.
Don't be too impressed. Now!
Wait, so he needs to have a circle in order to do all of that? I like the team of the brothers.
What? No, I had you! Any water there should have boiled!
If it's any consolation, you did ruin my coat.
Oh.
I know you.
Yeah?
You are the Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward Elric.
Edward Elric. I like him.
I'm his younger brother, Alphonse.
But he's a runt.
Oh, you're gonna run through this!
So Alphonse Edward.
The Fullmetal Alchemist is just a little kid.
Don't call me little!
Yeah, don't call me... Well, it's in the name. Never mind.
About your height just now.
Well, even if he wasn't, he still pissed me off!
His name is Isaac McDougal, or as he was known back in the day, Isaac the Freezer.
Isaac the Freezer.
No way, I'm not killing anyone for you.
And that's your choice.
I love that he won't kill.
Have you turned up any leads for getting your bodies back to normal?
What does that mean?
Maybe if you ever gave us time to look!
Roy, how goes? Heard you let him put you in charge of catching the freezer, huh? One hell of a nasty assignment. Which means you'll have to come with me.
Oh, yeah? Oh. Is that his family?
My wife Gracia and my daughter Alicia, we'd love to have you.
Aww.
Hi, princess.
How cute. She's got some friends to play with.
This is my younger brother, Alphonse Elric. Get that? Younger.
Calm down. Calm down. Oh. You know, I'm very small and I look very young for my age. Well, young, not very young, but I get that. I feel him.
Alphonse, how are you gonna eat wearing that armor? Take it off, relax.
Yeah, how does he do that?
He's not allowed to. He has to wear it all the time. It's part of his alchemy training. You know how it is.
What are they hiding?
The Crimson Alchemist works alone, I always
Crimson
have.
Alchemist.
Kimberly, you saw the horrors that took place in Ishval. You know the things Brelly ordered us to do, the kind of man he really is.
Oh, so they're not necessarily bad.
The reason I killed all of those men was because I could.
Oh.
It's that simple.
Okay, so the freezing guy isn't that bad.
Keep up the good work.
Oh! Hope he's okay.
In that case, I'm definitely adding it to the list of things I'm gonna eat once I get my body back.
Right.
He doesn't have a body in there?
Right near the top.
Brother, I sure would like to get our old bodies back soon.
I know. Me too.
So is Elric really not this size? Interesting. They want their old bodies back.
It looks like a steam explosion. Raise
So
the
can he
temperature of
do
water
both?
Fast enough, it expands with the force of a bomb blast, and the human body is 70% water. Let's hurry.
Kinda
We
reminds
have to
me of
find him before he
bloodbending.
hurts anyone else.
So he's not just freezing. How can he raise the temperature?
I know that voice. Is that you, Armstrong?
Armstrong?
None other.
Okay, interesting.
I've always wanted to chop that ego down to size.
Alright, let's see it.
You'll need far more than water to quench my fists.
Well, apparently he has steam as well. Whoa. Where were those heads from?
It's been a long time, Freezer.
Well, Roy Mustang. So the Flame Alchemist came out to play.
Wait, Flame Alchemist? Can he produce steam? So they have to be able to have those exposed in order to do their thing.
There's nowhere to run this time.
Clearly, but who's running?
Oh. Oh. Does he have them all over?
A Philosopher's Stone.
Oh. So if he can do this,
Freezing all the moisture in the air.
can he do multiple types of alchemy?
Do you really know the ones you serve or what their true plans are?
Who cares?
I do.
My
I want to
problem.
know.
Don't be a fool!
I told you I don't care.
I feel like you should. Most people don't go through this much trouble just to either lie about something or for you to not worry about it. Oh! That's a way to make an exit.
Display of Armstrong alchemy!
He's all yours, Major.
Witness the alchemic arts passed down the Armstrong line for generations!
Please don't die. Oh.
That's unexpected.
Uh-huh.
You're making it worse.
No, I was merely...
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The ice walls!
You're merging.
That would mean
Oh, yep, it's making a full symbol. Okay, I want to see him in action. Both of them, really. Now, if he's in a different body, was he an alchemist for a really long time and they just think he's a child, that he doesn't have any experience? What does that mean?
You fools committed the ultimate taboo! You attempted human transmutation, didn't you? Alchemy's one and only unforgivable sin!
Oh boy.
This can't be happening! No! God, what have I done? Give him back! He's my little brother! He's all I have left!
Okay, so no, that was his original body.
There are some lines you really shouldn't cross.
Uh-huh, that's probably one of them. Yeah, knowing their secret's probably not good.
There's no water for you to use here.
I have all the water I need, 70% of my body!
Ah! Did he just shoot blood out of his
Why
body?
can't you fools understand? I'm trying to save this country!
I mean, you might be going about it the wrong way. Just saying. I believe you, but it's definitely the wrong way. Because you kind of sound like a madman. Oh,
Bradley.
yeah. Oh, I like this animation right here. Is Elric gonna stop him? Oh. Well, he stopped him. Philosopher's Stone. Gone.
Major, go now! Leave it to me!
Oh, wow! Didn't that ice break through a bunch of, like, houses and stuff? Throughout the city?
Fuhrer Bradley.
Ah, yes. Job well done, Fullmetal. I came out to see if I could lend a hand.
He seems
And to
nice.
think, I'd actually be the one to catch him. If nothing else, this should make an exciting story for my son.
Okay.
When I heard you were in the hospital, I dashed right over! And as I suspected, you're in desperate need of my assistance.
What is happening right now?
Perfect physical specimen to inspire your recovery. You see?
Do
You're
they?
lively already.
Oh, who's this?
Sounds like he overused it.
Oh, whoa.
Gluttony. Will be
Uh,
ready. It all begins very soon.
that is exactly where I'd expect Gluttony to live. And that place is called Lior? Okay. It's fun because I think these end credits are supposed to like kind of tell me something about the story, and while it does, I also think it doesn't. Oh, was that them?
Next time on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Episode 2, The First Day.
Oh, I don't know if I
The
want to
day
watch
they
this.
resolved their hearts to begin the journey.
Oh, okay. Very, very, very little was told in that moment. Okay. Whew, I thought they were going to go through, like, in the next episode and do a bunch of flashes, and it's a very short episode, so... Whew. Okay. Okay, so... I think I might still have Avatar: The Last Airbender kind of stuck in my head, because the freezing alchemist, one, I'm like, he's a freezing alchemist. How can he make things boil? But I think the circles might give him the ability to do other things, or he just already has that ability to do things as long as you're writing down specific symbols. I'm not quite sure, but they were calling them transmutation circles, and him putting them all over the city to attack the whole city was a really smart idea. Now, the thing is with McDougal, I don't think that he's necessarily like lying. about Bradley. I think Bradley probably has a lot of skeletons in his closet, because where he like looks cool and he seems nice, I always feel that that's deceiving. I'm not confused per se, but I think from what I can kind of derive from what I watched was that the transmutation circles that he was writing down allowed him to do that alchemy, to where we saw with Kimberly and obviously inside of Alphonse's suit that there are those symbols that are on them. And I don't know necessarily if that symbol is on Elric or not. I don't know how some of them are doing some things without the transmutation circle. So I don't know if that's summoning different powers or like different abilities. Armstrong, he seems very showy. Like he really likes to like rip his shirt off and like flex and show his power. I like him. I like him a lot. He's our big oaf, I think. I like Elric and Alphonse, although Alphonse is just a suit. He doesn't have a body. They kept showing like at the very beginning when they were going through the opening credits, like you see both the boys like lose body parts, and I was like, holy crap, like that came from out of nowhere. So I that was unexpected. Especially because at the very beginning it was like 13 plus, and I was like, oh, this is for kids, which most of the time these shows are for like people that are 13 and over, but it's like it's pretty mature stuff, I think, that we're looking at here. I don't think that there might be kiddie moments, like some of the animation, like definitely, like I think being not exposed to a lot of anime, like the change in animation and the faces, and like when they're really angry, or like when they're like really excited about something, or you know, like especially Elric when what's his name, McDougal, like kind of discovers like their secret that they did. What's it called? When they did human transmutation, or when he discovered that that's what Elric had done inside of Alphonse's suit of armor, that his spirit's attached to the armor, which is heartbreaking that he doesn't have a body, and that Elric, you know, has lost body parts. And so it seems like Fullmetal Alchemist, that, you know, he can create metal, so create an armor and attach his brother's spirit to it. He can create an arm and a leg for himself. I thought maybe like they just had different bodies, and that like they are like adults or whatever, but like Alphonse sounds like a kid, and so does Elric, and he is little. I mean, compared to a huge suit of armor, yeah, he is little. It's just like I don't love when people point out that I'm so little, but at the same time, like I know it's true, so I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm probably only going to shrink the older I get, so so I feel for Elric in that moment. I feel that on a deep level, and you know, I do look younger than what I am, so like, you know, especially when I was, you know, in my early teens and even in my early 20s, you know, I got that a lot. I would get so irritated when I'd get carded, because I'm like, I'm 25, but I like look like I'm 12, you know, like it's just like one of those things. So I feel for him. I feel for him. I definitely think that that's going to be an insecurity that he has. But when McDougal mentioned the human transmutation, you saw something very different happen with Elric's eyes, and they're very intent on keeping that secret. And where he said he didn't want to kill him to Mustang, that like, and I like that. I don't think killing is necessarily the right answer most of the time, but I think like he probably would have in that moment, like he probably would have gone for it to protect his secret so they don't find out. Now, they talked about a Philosopher's Stone, which apparently was what he was using to summon the transmutation circles around the city, and that might be how he has like a different power other than freezing, that he was able to produce steam. It seems like he can manipulate water, but it seemed like it was only freezing that he was supposed to be doing, or that he's known for. But then there was the electricity, and then the red electricity, and then like him being able to control his blood. So I think there's different ways as long as it deals with water. But again, I think I'm coming off of Avatar and water bending and all that stuff, so I might have to learn a thing or two. And I will say that the subtitles for this are not lining up with the show, so I might not even be able to watch the subtitles to catch names. So bear with me. I will do my best to catch everything that I possibly can. I don't want to miss storylines or places that people are going or names of characters. And I feel like the first couple episodes, you get inundated with a lot of information. So like right now I have the wiki page up for this episode in particular. So I know the names and because I was like, what did he call it? Like human transmutation. And let's just like, so sometimes I just need those little cues, because if I'm writing down notes, it's not great. If I'm reading subtitles, it's not great. So I want to be very present and watch what I can and pick up what I can. So I'm sorry if there's frustration with that, but I want to do it justice, and I want to know the story as best as possible and learn about these characters. Now, I already have a lot of feels for Elric and Alphonse, especially Alphonse. He doesn't even have a body. Like, he's just... Like, I thought something was weird when they offered him food, and it's just like, oh, he can't take off the armor. And, he probably misses food. And he was like saying that like that food looked like something his mom used to make. And, Elric says it tasted like it too. And I bet like that just makes Alphonse really sad. Now, I want to know what the age difference is, because Alphonse sounds really young, like really, really young, like baby young. But they're such a great team. So like that Brotherhood, I love that it didn't take me very long to figure out what the title meant. I think I'm going to love that, because he loves his brother. And it seems like his brother was all that he had left. And when I think about that, like, not to be a sob story, but like, I lost my sister quite some time ago. And, I don't know if I'd summon her spirit and attach it to a suit of armor, but, like I get like losing a part of that and like that part of you that you want to be connected to and that's familiar to you, and probably was, his best friend growing up, somebody he cared about, that was a constant in his life. I get not wanting to let that go. Now, it seems like if anyone found out, they'd get in a lot of trouble. Maybe. Fuhrer Bradley. He's mysterious. Something's not right about him. And like I said, I kind of agreed a little bit with McDougal. But like, I don't think he was going about it the right way. Like, you don't really solve those problems with violence. Most of the time words don't help either. I don't really know what the right answer is, but like, most of the time when you're like laughing away with like, an evil laugh and you're, doing all these things like throwing ice everywhere and transmutation circles everywhere, no one's going to be like, we should listen to this guy. It seems like he's got something to say. Instead, they're like, stop him at all cost. And then there was the girl that was at the end with Gluttony in like the red city with the castle. All I could think, I was like Transylvania, is she a vampire? If that's Gluttony, I'm assuming that she might be Lust. I don't know if we have sins that are mentioned in here or not. I mean, it'd be very random if there was just a character called Gluttony and she wasn't Lust, but I don't know if that's true. I'm not going to look it up, and I'll probably find out in the next episode. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon. But, if you're going to leave comments, great. Let them be just for the first episode. Tell me what I need to know from what was given. But please don't spoil any storylines for me, because I want to get every bit of it the first time that I watch it without knowing anything, because I really like this first episode. It's really something I think I'm going to enjoy. I had to figure out the subtitle thing a little bit, just a little bit, but even if I have to go back and watch scenes over and write stuff down and then give a commentary, I'll do that too, because I want to be knowledgeable. I don't want to be annoying, but I definitely realize that a lot of people love this show and they take it very seriously, and I want to do that as well. This isn't something that I'm just watching kind of lazily at all. I really want to go full send. So guys, come back here for the next episode, and in the meantime, I'll see ya.